it with you. I just got off of guest co-hosting with my girl Reese Colbert. If I don't know if you know her, but Reese Colbert is the founder of Black Women Views Media. She is a political and cultural commentator, White House credential. She's also a Sirius XM Urban View contributor. So you will often hear her alongside Clay Kane on the Clay Kane Show every Thursday between 1 and 3 p.m. She had the distinct honor of hosting the Karen Hunter Show. Karen Hunter has a birthday this month. You know, April babies, we all super special. So, and she asked me to guest co-host alongside her today, a tremendous, tremendous honor. So, just wrapped up 3 hours, guys, of doing media. I have not done that since before my brain injury. So I'm very, very grateful. Shout out to my girl, Reese, Black Women Views Media. If you don't follow her, she's an excellent follow. But thank you for everybody that's joining me from Facebook, from YouTube, and thank you all from IG Live. So I just want to check in and make sure that you're doing well. And just wanted to share just for a few minutes around the masterclass that I'm offering. It's May 10th through the 12th. We have a little bit less than 2 weeks. So if you are signed up, thank you so much, Buddha Blaze, for the congratulations. I absolutely appreciate you. Thank you. And as you join on, let me know how you're doing, how your day is going. And if you are signed up for the Great Reset, and if not, let me share with you just very briefly along why you need to be connected with the Great Reset. And I'm going to do something, so y'all forgive me. I'm going to make sure my iPad has been like in had to do a lot of work today. So I'm operating from two different spaces here. I got the iPad going, and I also have my laptop. What's up, Ro? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You are goals. Hi, Maria. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. My girl, Erin, Bike Gang for Life. Thank you so much. Hey, Harry. Always good to see you, sir. So if you're just joining me, I was just sharing with folks on IG Live that just got off of doing a 3 hour co-hosting alongside my good sis Reese Colbert, in absence of Karen Hunter as she celebrates her born day. And it was absolutely fantastic. So honored. I've not been on the show before. That was my first time being on the show. And then it was also really good because I've not done media, excuse me, everyone. I've not done media at that kind of done media for that long since before my brain injury. So really proof that you can have an excellent reset. And good afternoon. Hey Draco Dawn Stars, good to see you. Hey Miss Barbara. To everybody that's showing on, throwing up the hearts. Thank you so much, Songs. It really felt good to be able to execute at that level again. And the way that I had to make sure that I was prepared to do that, I did the things, make sure I went to bed early, did a lot of mindfulness, and things of that nature. So for everyone that's just hopping on and just joining, if you've not connected yet to the Great Reset Masterclass, so just wanted to kind of share very quickly, so to speak, some of the things that I think will be beneficial to you. So the whole premise of the Great Reset is to help all of us become focused, number one, to be more intentional with our time, and to increase productivity. So those are three specific things. Yeah, thanks, Tamba. You should be able to catch the replay on Sirius XM Urban View Channel 126. If not later today, definitely tomorrow. And so, Maria, I'm going to answer your question about that just a bit. So those are the three tenets. Become focused, increase, be more intentional with time, and increase productivity. So I want to break that out a little bit because I think that as we have all been traversing and moving through the pandemic, we have found that perhaps we have taken on a little bit more, right, in way of responsibility, be that financial, be that familial responsibility, or perhaps with your specific job. Also, we have all been stretched a bit because one of the things that I specifically talk about is that where we were December 2019, we're not ever going back to that space again, right? We have been forever changed, right? we have had a real shift. Just bringing in my baby birdie over here. That's my birds of paradise plants. Bringing her in a little closer to me. And so we have all been stressed and stretched in that area. We've had to learn how to accommodate, how to do things differently. And whether or not, a person wears a mask, there are still reminders about us daily that really do speak to like, wow, things have definitely changed, right? You cannot just walk into an emergency center the way that we used to in 2019. Oftentimes, even into an emergency center, it is required that, thank you so much, Wilson. It's also required that the person that is the actual sick person go in. But if you have to go into the hospital for any type of appointment, that you actually have to have an appointment. So it's not like a group of people going in. And I don't think the urgent care facilities, I don't think hospitals are going back to the way things were. Where it was just kind of the doors open and anybody comes in. For some people, even going to see your own practitioner or the dentist, any of these places, some people are having to wait in cars, get a text message, or just wait outside of the doors to be called back in. That's a stressor in and of itself. And so when we think about time, people are saying there's not enough time. I don't have enough time. I need more time. A lot of the times is what really is occupying and what I call time termites, things that are really stealing away that are of our time, because we do have extra responsibilities that have been added to our plates, right? So being intentional with time, the one of the things that I shared on the Karen Hunter show earlier today, but just a few moments ago, is I shared like when our body has to waste, right? It says get up and go, right? And so there's time created for that, right? So in the same way that we respond to our body when our body says that there's something that we need to do in order for us to to be able to function, then we have to be just that intentional with our own time as well, right? And so then we get to increase productivity. And when I talk about increased productivity, hey, Joy, so good to see you, sis. Thank you for everybody that's joining. Yes, girl, time termites. We have to be very, very careful with that. And then increase productivity. And so when I'm talking about productivity, is not necessarily in talking about making more widgets. So if making more widgets is something that you want to accomplish, absolutely great. That's fine. That's wonderful. But increase productivity in meaning that you want to be productive here, because this intelligent divine space cannot be duplicated. Once we transition, there's not going to be another Erica Savage. This is it. This is it. So increased productivity for me means that I want to be more productive in my thinking, so that whatever it is that I go to execute, whether it's right, whether it is taking a nap, right? Whether it is I'm going for a walk, whether it is, okay, I need to do this puzzle because I do puzzles throughout the day to keep my brain sharp. I want to do that at the optimal level. So increasing my productivity in anything that I engage. If it's for me doing laundry, I want to be able to do that if that's something that I choose to do. Whatever it is that you want to do, spending time with your family, you want to do that and be sharp when you do that. Okay. So increase productivity in that way. So when we start thinking about this beautiful, divine, intelligent space that we occupy, something that our fingerprints cannot be duplicated. When we think about the way that we smile, somebody else can smile like us, but it won't look like our smile. When we think about our voice, our tonation, when we think about our own swag, the thing that makes us distinct, that makes us better, even if we had a twin, if we had triplets, if there were four, maybe kind of duplicated or triplicated or quadruple copies, so to speak, or mirrored spaces or people that were supposed to look like us, they will never actually be who we are. Point being, we are uniquely divine, beautiful collections of energy, ideas, and thoughts. To do the work to preserve this so that all of this is actually working at the optimal level is something that's very personal to me, and I've seen it work. So that's what I want to pass along to you with this 3-day, no cost, zero cost masterclass. Because what I have discovered excuse me, in my own personal transformational experience, which that's what the Great Reset is that when I was able to make a decision that I value Erica over everything and that I would commit, I made the decision to do the work, no matter what that looked like. I can't jump out of the bed in the morning. Let me tell you a little bit about what's the first thing I do. And so, y'all, give me another minute, y'all, because when I tell you my iPad is doing the cha cha slide, honey, I guess it said, honey, 3 hours on the Karen Hunter show was a lot, boo. I've been working, mama. So my iPad has been doing a lot of work today, and so has my laptop. So y'all work with me. Thank you for gracing me. But so in the morning, so this is a little bit of a look-see inside of my routine. So when I wake up in the morning, one of the things that I do is I make sure that the shades are open, just open a little, just open enough so that the first thing that happens is even if the sun is not out, I'm being kissed by the birds that are singing. I'm getting a lovely look at a landscape that won't be created. It won't look the same tomorrow. The elements are kissing me. I'm hearing the wind if the wind is blowing. All of those things are happening. So that is how I'm waking up. That is how, as my subconscious starts to tell me, hey, you're here, and all of my thoughts start forming, that's the first thing that I am connected with. So after that happens, I lay still, and then I take one hand, as I've described in previous, you've seen me in previous lives or things. I take one hand, I put that on my heart, right? I take the other hand and I place that across my belly. And the sweetest, most beautiful things that I can think to say to Erica Savage, I absolutely say that to her. Because here's what I've discovered: when we pick up our cell phone, if you have a partner, whatever your case may be, or if there are bells and dings that are going off, that immediately is what grabs your attention, right? Hey, Brenton, good to see you, brother. Hey, Nene. Hey, Kimmy Pooh. Hey, everybody that's joined. Godly Man. Key to your heart. Okay, key to your heart. Hello, everybody that's joined. Appreciate you being on. That those are things that will then take some level of authority over your thoughts. And nothing is more important than what I have to say to myself. And so even when pain is talking to me, I tell pain, you can have several seats. Like what I'm about to say, even if I can only whisper it or think it, that is what most important. That is the top, that is the creme de la creme of the moment, right? And so then after that, it's either scripture that I remember. I keep my Bible by my bed, so I'll pull that over, and I'll just sometimes, if I'm not reading it, I'll lay it over my heart. After I do that, I'm stretching. I have very intentional poses that I do. And then my feet actually touch the floor. And before they do that, you see the water that's stationed right here behind me. I've drank like 16 ounces of water. All of that is, and people, I don't have time. You do have time. You absolutely have time. We create time to scroll, we create time to respond to messages. We absolutely have time. So, being that intentional, having that level of love and respect and honor for you who are absolutely divine, again, there will never be another. That what you are also doing is that you are training your brain, you are creating new neural pathways that even if in the instinct, maybe months down the road, that there is, oh, I remember that old behavior when I used to grab my phone. There's something that's saying, no, 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 no. I'm sorry. Did you not meet us? We don't do that. Where's us time? Also, because Black, Brown, people of color overrepresent as it relates to dementia and Alzheimer's disease. One thing I talked about on the Karen Hunter show today is that we have got to be as concerned with long term as we do short term. I'm reading studies that are talking about the increased number of memory care centers and long term beds by the year 2050, because it is already showing that there's going to be an exorbitant amount of people that are going to need that level of care. we've got to be more thoughtful about the way that we approach ourselves. So, brain health, cognition health, that is something that you're going to be seeing in the next, I'm going to say 3 to 5 years, particularly with folks that are suffering from long COVID, and just what things that we're seeing along memory care. I'm saying to all that are watching this, either live or in the replay, let's be proactive and preventive. So if you're wanting to get clarity, right, around immediate priorities and wanting really help in learning how to do that, if you're wanting to be more intentional with your time and you want help along how to do that, and if you want to increase productivity in the things that matter to you, I'm inviting you, this is a personal invitation from me, to go to greatreset.today. um, Registration, everything that I asked for, please fill that out. And then there's some things that I asked you in there because some people have said, oh my gosh, Eric, I was not ready for what you asked me. That is going to be important. May 10th, 11th, and 12th is less than 2 weeks away, 7 o'clock, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm very respectful of time. So love to see you there. I'll end with this. It was asked if I'm coming back to Roland Martin Unfiltered. It looks like I am. I'm not giving an exact date, but it looks like I will be headed back that way. So listen, I have taken almost 17. I've been with you for about 17 minutes. I absolutely love you. I always say that to folks across podcasts and across social media forms. I absolutely love you. I honor you, but no one will ever value and honor you the way that you will yourself. Okay. It's good to see you, Takora. Always great seeing you, Pam. I love you. Hey, my dude, Fido. I love you. And I hope to see you in our virtual engagement, The Great Reset, May 10th through 12th. Go to greatreset.today and get your seat. I love you. Hope to see you there. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and be good to you. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye. Bye bye, everybody. Thank you for hanging with me.